Hi there, it's Jamie Shibley from The Expressory. Let's talk about some common phrases you may have said in the past related to reaching out to your clients. We certainly hear them all the time. I don't want to bother people. I'm not sure I have a reason to reach out. Or how about, what would I even send between meetings? Comments like this are signs of what we call the growth trap of waiting. It's the belief that you have to wait until your next official meeting or a review to have a valid reason to show up. But here's the truth. Your relationship with your important contacts isn't going to wait to hear from you if someone else is doing a better job of building that relationship. A relationship is only sustained through continually making people feel like you care and that you get them. And that's what keeps you top of mind. That's what builds loyalty. And you're already sitting on more tools to do this than you think to show them that you care in between all those formal meetings. In order to prove this, I want to help you rethink an important definition. When most people hear the word gift, they picture a holiday basket or a box of cookies, basically a present. Now, those are all great in the right context, but I want you to see that gifting is much more than that. At the Expressory, we define gifting simply as an intentional act of giving that shows you care with no expectation of return. Knowing that social psychology teaches us that relationships are built on a foundation of felt understanding, validation, and care, that makes gifting a fantastic tool for your client retention and increasing word of mouth. Thoughtful touch points that say, I thought of you, or this might help, or I care. Those are what gives people reasons to talk about you and to stick around. These touch points could be things like a helpful article, a podcast episode that you loved, a checklist for an upcoming life stage, a favorite book, or even a handwritten note that says, this made me think of you. Those aren't promotional blasts. They're thoughtful nudges, and your business is already full of them. You have a library of givable moments that just haven't been identified as such. And think about this. Has your team ever created a guide that explains something clients usually ask you about? Have you created checklists for like year-end planning, maybe? A white paper, an FAQ sheet, a curated list of tools or financial resources? Because that's a relationship asset. Something that can be sent at the right moment to add value, build trust, and stay present. Those are small acts of giving that show people that you're thinking of them beyond any meeting, that you understand what's relevant in their world. That's validation. And that you care about their experience, even when you're not face to face. Now, let's help you put this into practice. Right. Here's how to take all of the great work you've already done and make it usable in relationship building. Okay, first, I want you to inventory all of your content. Make a list of anything you've already created that could help someone. All right, next, I want you to match each one of those resources to a client scenario. Think about, when would this be helpful to someone? A new job, launching a business, maybe their adult kids are asking financial questions. You think about year-end prep, when someone is feeling overwhelmed, right? These are all reasons that your assets could be helpful. Now, I want you to decide on how those things will be delivered. Some things work well in print. Other things make a better quick email. And sometimes it might just be a beautifully handwritten card or an additional gift. Think about, what if you sent a white paper with a little snack that they could have while they're reading it? Right. So once you have all of that, I want you to keep it visible. Have the content map handy so that when a client mentions a milestone or a challenge, you can quickly grab the right resource and follow up. So staying top of mind doesn't require a big production or extra meetings. It just takes a shift in how you think. So in that next client conversation, listen for a cue and then follow up with something helpful. You already have what you need. You just need to repurpose it with intention. So here's your challenge. Inventory your content, pick one resource, and send it to one person this week with a note that says, thought this might be helpful. Because that small act might be the thing they remember and the reason they think of you the next time someone needs a referral. Thanks for listening and for being the kind of advisor who shows up when it matters.